Probably should have brushed my hair before doing this. Ugh. Hi everyone and welcome to episode 25, I think it is, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to start this episode with some really good news. I finally have a job. The other day I got a call from a cafe I'd applied for. I went in the next day for an interview. That wasn't really an interview, it was just a face-to-face chat where basically she told me I had the job. I've got a trial in 2 days on Thursday and then the job is mine if I like it. So I'm really, really excited. It's in a dog cafe, which I'd never heard of and didn't know existed until Australia, but it's basically just a cafe, but it's in the middle of a park, so there is more dogs than humans, and the dogs just run riot everywhere, and it's just all outdoors and looks really fun. So after the last few vlogs of saying that we've not really been doing anything, we've actually been doing, oh, it's an annoying bit of hair. We've actually been doing a few things. The first thing we did, it was with our friend Megan, who was staying with us for about a week. We met her in Melbourne. She knew Kirsty from home. So she came up to visit me and Michelle, and we went and saw the Blue Mountains. We did a tour, which ended up being the wrong tour. The tour we booked was not the one we got, and the one we got we weren't very happy with, but we saw the Blue Mountains and we had a laugh. So the Blue Mountains I'd never actually heard of until I came to Sydney, but basically it's just lots and lots of mountains and I think it's in a valley type thing, and they're called Blue Mountains, and if I listened correctly to the tour guide, it's because most of the trees are eucalyptus trees which give off an oil, and the sun reflects on the oil and that gives it a blue hue. I'm not sure if that's a blue vision. Can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. It looks blue. It was stunning, absolute, just all you could see for miles was forest and you were up a mountain. So it was absolutely beautiful. The clips do not do it justice, but we saw a couple of waterfalls. They were really nice. We were not warned to wear appropriate footwear. I mean, we were wearing trainer shoes. I'll show you what ones I was wearing. You would think they would do, surely, but it was proper, really muddy, swampy. Didn't go well. Michelle almost fell down the mountain. It was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. She was just standing there and then somebody fell off the path backwards, and then I thought she was about to die. So in true movie style, I screech her name, which slightly echoes around the mountains, as she just falls back and then lies on her bum with her legs in there for a while. And then Megan fell into the swamp and got her new shoes absolutely covered in mud. Well, no, it was really nice, and we got to walk through the Australian bush, the forest basically, and it was really nice, and I hope you enjoy it. recently was we went to Vivid, which in Sydney, I think it's on for 2 weeks, and it's basically every night from 6 p.m. till midnight, all over the like city centre, there's lights, like a light show being projected onto lots of buildings. It was like the sound, it doesn't sound very impressive whatsoever. It sounds a bit lame, but we decided to go down one night and it was so impressive. We had such a good time, especially they projected it onto the Sydney Opera House. That looked amazing. It must have taken so long for them to do that. And then down at Darling Harbour they incorporated like the water fountains that were there, and it was amazing. Again, the camera didn't pick it up that well, but basically they had like a sheet of water, well, a fountain of water, but it was really thin, and then they just projected on that. So like it was like really like ghostly, and it looked very 3D, like kind of like what I think a hologram must look like. Hologram? I think it's a hologram I'm thinking of. Potentially not, but very, very impressive. And we really enjoyed it. So hope you do too. thing that we've been up to is there was a market on. It was the Finders Keepers market, the winter version, as it's winter now, and it is cold. Anyway, we went along to the market. It was like $2 to get in, and there was just so many stalls. It was in like this big, it was in the technology park, but it was held in a big kind of warehouse thing. There was so many people. There was so many amazing stalls. It was all kind of like artsy, crafty. There's a wee bit of food stalls. What else was there? There was a few like clothing ones. So we walked about for about an hour because none of us had money to buy anything, and that just seemed long enough for us to see everything, and that was fun. We only really went because we could get a free taxi ride there, so we thought, why not? But then it turned out it wasn't that far away, and we just walked home. So that was nice also. And yeah, we went with Megan, who has now left us. She's gone up to Darwin where it's still sunny. It's one of the few places in Australia right now that's still sunny. This is what I shot of the market. A wee bit earlier, it is winter now, and what they don't tell you about Australia in any brochure that I don't actually read any brochures, but I've never seen it written down anywhere, that it actually gets really cold here. And our house, I don't know how it does it, but it takes all the heat that might be inside it and just gets rid of it. Our house is like literally, I feel like I'm living in a fridge. I've not felt my toes in about 3 days. We have a heater. Where's our little heater? And that has become our best friend. I've literally been living in a little, like my hoodie. I sometimes have to wear another jumper underneath it, and then my cotton trousers, which have some of last night's dinner spilt down it. But yeah, it's genuinely really cold. Yesterday it was absolutely chucking it down. Too extreme. I think I did actually take a clip of it. This was just after I'd been to my new job and spoke to them, and I was absolutely soaked. So that's everything for this week. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.